Starting where we left off behind the conference center near the designated Sheltowee Trace parking spots, I continued my trek up Main Street toward the neighboring town of Clearfield. Section 2 of the Sheltowee Trace stretches from downtown Morehead to Clear Creek Road, covering 25.7 miles. The traffic was noisy, and I was glad to return to the quiet as I meandered through Clearfield following the turtles along the blacktop. Mill Branch Road was a beautiful country lane next to a stream with wildflowers, wild turkeys, birds, and a rustic barn. The trail was about to test my resolve for today. First, I encountered an aggressive dog. Then, not much further, I slipped in the mud and took a tumble down the hill. Fortunately, no injury. The trail was also overgrown in this area, so I managed to get poison ivy on my leg, which I noticed later that night. I reached Lockeegee Road and concluded my hike for the day at around 6 miles. Another mile up the road, there is an unmarked campsite tucked in off the trail I discovered the next morning. Back on trail, I continued up the gravel forest road to the sound of cicadas, which is unique because they don't come out every year. I chose to protect my legs because ticks were at an all-time high in this area. Ambergris rocks towered over me. If you're hiking this trail when the trees have no leaves, there is a view from the top looking back over Morehead. This portion of hiking intersects with a bike trail. There are various turnoffs, but I followed the markers to find my way through. Eventually, I reached the Cumberland Visitor Center and Ranger Station. I needed a break, so I took advantage of the rest area here before making the trek across Cave Run Lake Dam. There was water, electric to recharge devices, trash receptacles, and a place to sit. There's also a restroom available during business hours. If they are closed right up the trail, there is another restroom at the picnic area. Clearstem is a company that provides non-pore clogging anti-acne skincare. Products are clinically tested and safe for the most sensitive skin. Known as the acne gurus, co-founders Danielle and Kaylee both struggled with acne, but they found a way to heal their skin. Now they are helping countless others do the same. Clearstem is leading the way in restoring confidence to one person at a time. Because I've had such a great experience with these products and company, I decided I had to share about it. Before Clearstem, my skin was dry, irritated, and breaking out. It just didn't look that great. I worried about how I looked when I went out, but Clearstem helped give me my confidence back. Using Clearstem, I've noticed less skin barrier inflammation and redness, smoother baby soft skin, and a healthier complexion in general. My daily skincare routine has become one of my favorite forms of self-care. I'd also like to mention, Clearstem has a pore clogging ingredient checker on their website. And let me tell you, I don't know what most ingredients do what on the backs of bottles these days, but Clearstem has done all the legwork and made it easy for you to avoid known pore cloggers in everyday products that may cause problems or worsen your acne. If you're ready to heal your skin and bring your glow to each room you enter, go to clearstem.com/Heather for 15% off your order or use code Heather at checkout to save 15% on every purchase you make. Clearstem, because clear skin matters. Cooler temperatures the next morning had me looking forward to the next 5 or so miles I had planned for the day. I was tired from the heat yesterday, so the timing couldn't be more perfect. From Stoney Cove Trailhead, there are two options to hike the trace to Clear Creek Road. There's what I call the high route, which is 4 miles to this campsite, or the designated route that follows the lakeshore with campsites along the way, but is approximately 2 miles longer. I chose the shorter route and exited the trail at White Sulpher Branch, which comes out on a gravel Forest Service road with vehicle access. The next day, I returned the same way up White Sulphur Branch Trail, connected back into the trace, and followed it around until I arrived at Clear Creek Road, which was around a 6-mile day. Ahead, I spotted a flock of wild turkeys. I quietly approached, hoping to catch them on film. This moment made my entire day. I've been waiting all year to capture something like this. It's important to note the high route has no Sheltowee Trace trail markers. It is a well-used trail by horseback riders and hikers, though, so it is easy to follow. The Caney Creek crossing was lower than I expected with all of the rain we've had this year. The next feature I reached were the Cedar Cliffs. I looked closely trying to spot any arches, but with the forest so full I couldn't see them. I did find some flowers I've never seen before. As the end of Section 2 drew near, I began to think about this trail and what it means to me. Even if I have the slowest known hike time, what matters is that I showed up and I did this hike, one step at a time. This has been healing for me in more ways than one. I may not have fit the group hike criteria, but maybe I wasn't supposed to. Maybe I was meant to hike this at my own pace all along. Nature is healing, and the more time I spend out here, the better I feel. My sense of purpose has returned, and my confidence in my own ability has grown. These miracle miles have shaped me and given me the courage to be more of who I am: creative, intuitive, visionary. Sometimes the trail we hike is a calling. Clear Creek Road and Campground came into view, and my thoughts shifted to Section 3, which leads to the Red River Gorge. Clear Creek Campground is well maintained and costs $15 a night. There's a seasonal water spigot, pit toilets, and a trash bin. A short walk up the road from the campground is a historic furnace from ironworks dating back to the 1800s. This concludes Section 2 of the Sheltowee Trace Trail. I'll see you in the next video.